Ellen, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Have You Ever Seen the Rain by CCR on the guitar. Huge shout out goes to my patrons for voting on this song as this month's patron picks, and also huge thank you goes out to Lava Music for sponsoring this video. I will be featuring their brand new Lava Me Play guitar in this video today, so stay tuned for a little bit more on that later. And here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 5 chord shapes to play through this song, and we're going to start with our A minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner course right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out. And then the next chord is our F major. We also have our C major. There's our G major. And then the last chord is our C over B. And those are the 5 chord shapes to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really memorize these chord shapes, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it will make learning the rest of the song so much easier. And this is actually something that Lava Music has thought of and built into their guitar. One of their smart features includes the Practice app, where you can actually choose the chord shapes you're currently working on, and it will help you practice transitioning between them faster. Seriously, I was impressed with just how many chord shapes they had available to choose from beyond just your basic open chords. And once you select the chords you want to work on, you just put them in order of the song that you're trying to learn, and then you start playing. And the Lava Me Play will listen to your shapes and let you know whenever you're nailing the transitions. It can even generate a report at the end of your practice session to let you know how you're doing over time, which is so cool. But once you get those chord transitions down, we can talk a little bit more about the strumming for this song. Alright, so the first thing I always suggest beginners do, or people who struggle with singing and playing at the same time, is to pull up the song and play through the entire song with a single down strum as you sing through the song, and take this time to really just get used to where those chord transitions are going to be happening as you sing through it. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. Alright, so basically by doing that for the entire song, you give yourself a chance to really get used to where those transitions are going to be happening and what word you're singing. So this is actually something you can do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box for you guys. But once you've done that, we can talk about more of a full strumming pattern that you can use for this song. Alright guys, so my suggestion for strumming for this song, as you can see, is just a simple down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, but there's a little bit of nuance to it, so let's go ahead and zoom in and talk a little bit more about this rhythm. Alright guys, so we are going to count this in an 8th note rhythm, so basically it'll sound like this. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, 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 down, up. Alright, so it may seem simple enough. What you want to do is play this pattern one time through for each chord in the verses. But something that we're going to change a little bit around is for the choruses, we're actually going to split this pattern in half. So I'm going to add a vertical line right down the middle here, and basically what that represents is where we're going to change chords. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the chorus as an example. You can see here on our F and G chord, we're going to do the entire strumming pattern. So on F, we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up for full measure. Same with G. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then here we're going to do kind of a walk down, and this is where you want to split the chords or split the pattern in half. So on our C, we have our first half, down, up, C over B, down, up, A minor, down, up, to G, down, up. Alright, so it'll make more sense if you put it all the way through in context. So let's start with our F chord. We have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G. Walk down. Each of these is a half measure. Alright? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Alright? So basically basically, anytime you see this walk down in this song is where you want to split the strumming pattern in half. Otherwise, you want to do the entire strumming pattern per chord for the entire song. Now, one last thing that'll add a lot to this playthrough is I'm going to add an X to some of these down strums, and basically what that represents is we're going to kind of mute or chuck those strums. So basically what I'm doing is when I'm strumming down, I'm going to use my right hand with my pick in it, and as I strum down, I'm going to kind of purposefully take the side of my palm and rub it on the strings as I strum down. So this is all one motion, and you should hear kind of this kind of sound, kind of like just a dead kind of sound. And so basically in context with the rest of the strumming pattern, it'll sound a lot more rhythmic like the original song. So for example, let's just put our C chord on. You'd have down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up. And again, all I'm doing for that chucking is just kind of muting the strings with my pick hand. Alright, so hopefully you can hear how that sounds a lot like the original, and I would just, incorporate this chucking into the entire song. So for example, let's go ahead and look at that chorus again. If we put in that chucking with all of the walk down chords and everything, it'll sound like this. We have F, G, C, C over B, A minor, G. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. So this chucking motion can take a little bit of getting used to, so just make sure to pause the video and take as much time as you need to get used to that. And just make sure, as long as your hand's not hurting, you should feel a little bit of that roughness as you hit the strings, but it shouldn't be painful at all, okay? But anyways, that is the strumming pattern that I would recommend for the entire song. All right, guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really get used to that chucking motion, as well as internalizing the strumming pattern. The more you can play through it without really actively thinking about the rhythm, the easier it'll be to sing on top of it. And really quick, guys, before we jump into that playthrough, I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite features on my Lava Me Play guitar, which is the Live Drums app. If you've ever seen my beginner series, you'll know how important I think it is to practice with a metronome to develop good rhythm and strumming habits. But something else that works just as well but can be a little bit more fun is playing to a drum track. And with Lava Me Play's Live Drums app, you can choose from all sorts of music genres and jam with a beat. Each track is again built into the guitar using the HI Lava system, and the coolest part is that you can set what tempo you want to play at and the drum track will adjust to match. I've seriously had the most fun learning new songs to teach you guys by setting it to a beat. And so now let's get into this play along where you can see it in action. Jamming through the rest of the song with me? Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other fast track and play along guitar tutorials. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar feel, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there. Bye!